Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Back to the Xenoblade. Let's see back into it. Sick. There we go. Fun day. Alright. I don't exactly remember what's going on. I just know that we fell from the sky. And now we're in New Los Angeles. So yeah, pretty cool.
Hey!
Okay. I guess nothing there. One sec. There. Alright. I'll turn this up. Fucking dog, one sec. Sorry about that. Silly dogs.
Damn it! Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would ya?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt. Hey, look at that! The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one
Yeah,
who cleared
not
me
the
to fly.
intake exhaust pipe.
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-who's?
What?
Cool. I'm Lynn Lee Koo, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade.
Linley Koo. What? I don't care. Sure.
She's 13, and I know, she looks young, and she is young, but trust me, she's one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah, why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport?
Her
It's a great
eyes
way
are
to see the city.
fucking
I'll give you the
creepy.
grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it? Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
Dun, 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 dun. What? What? She's part of the party? What? Why? Hello, Mr. Pilot.
Not bad, huh? You can see everything from up here.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
The best way to see NLA. I never get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last few weeks. There's still so much to be done.
One day at a time.
Speaking of which, we don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why don't you give us the express tour, Lynn? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it. New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test.
There is
It
not
has
nearly
food
enough
production,
traffic.
skill
That is
development,
not LA.
You know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district, but I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it. It's a veritable shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet. To your right, the residential district. Housing, housing, and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
What?
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Right? The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill. And last but not least, our destination, the administrative district, the nerve center at the heart of NLA. Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government. Not to mention Armory Alley as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs.
Okay, I really don't need a tour. I'd rather just
And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
learn about everything when I
Thanks,
get there.
We'll save the rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Lindley Airlines.
Right. Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report. They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Dog.
Well then, we better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
Yay. I want to look at this. Dude, like, this is kind of cool. Like all these weird Gundams and shit. Oh, boo. Hello. God damn, dude. Join the Olympics. Where am I supposed to go? In here? Cool, cool.
Hey.
Hello. Okay.
And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
Look away.
Is there a problem here?
Emo piece of shit.
No, you must be the latest rescue.
Secretary Nagi!
Miss Cool. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No. Nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly,
That's Cassandra Lee
you
Morris,
found another
huh?
one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here,
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
Why is it that so many RPGs have these long, boring parts toward the beginning of the game?
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a
And
job
he's got
right
a
here with
giant
Blade?
cock.
He seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until he knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. He seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
He could barely remember his name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin?
Ask how we ended up on Mira. Ask for more information about Blade. Ask about registration. Here.
Ah yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
BLADE is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we
After the
lost
Fire
most of
Nation
our ship
attacked.
and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
Great.
Take a look at this.
I don't care. Just let me play the game.
The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
Oh my god.
It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations.
Yeah, we already saw this.
Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission. Find a habitable planet and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed.
I'm sure they had a good
For
reason.
better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Ku, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes,
Oh my
sir.
god.
Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
I just want to play the game. Take a guided tour. Okay. Gotta say, this game's kind of losing me. Oh, wrong way. Oh. Cool. Yes. This game is making me sleepy.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want him to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
You guys don't even know who I am.
Get a load of that skill. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby.
No. I gaze longingly at the skill.
Now this guy gets it. Aren't they just the coolest? Just everything about them. The lasers, the force fields, the bipedal and vehicular transformations. You ever have that dream where you're inside one and it's just transforming over and over and over? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't normally show this to people, but I've been working on some Skell fanfiction.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I'll just pull it up here. 1 sec.
Lynn?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Originally, Skells were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far so fast without Skell technology. I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Of course,
Well,
we
yeah,
need to go
duh.
through
For
like
one
6
thing, only
hours
blades
of
are allowed to
tutorial.
pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
Of course not.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the mission control board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over.
Alright. Let's run over here.
So this is mission control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always
This
find
is
a
where the
number of
Meaver
blades
shit
around here
is.
blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll
I
stop
wish
here first
Meavers
thing to
was
check
still
for
a
any missions I
thing.
might be suited for.
Because this would have been probably pretty
Likewise.
cool.
And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle
Where
solo.
is it?
And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey,
Is this?
Ta-da! The Blade Scout console. When the going gets tough, the
I'm
tough
sorry
Blade
if I'm
Scout
being
console.
too
You know, to get
low
tougher.
energy right now, but this
If
part
you
is
do end
really
up joining
boring.
us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell blade without team. Sorta. Anyway, awesome, right? So, you ready to join up?
No.
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
I want to go out and
I'm
fight
just saying, you'd have
monsters
to be
in the
some kind of an
mechs.
idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
No way. It's weird. They had they had no problem letting me figure out combat on my own,
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition
which I feel
equipment
like
from any
needs
of
the
vendors
most
here.
explanation.
I won't lie. Most Blade members face
I
danger on a
really,
daily
really
basis.
don't care about
Having the
having a
latest
tour
gear
around
isn't
this
about
place.
impressing
I'd
your
really
friends.
rather just
It's a
figure
matter
it
of
out on my
survival.
own.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for Skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole Skells. Can you imagine owning your own Skell? Huh? Oh, Right, the tour. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
Listen,
Where do I go? Do I go up here or? No.
Unbelievable.
Okay. Well, actually, I think I know where I go. I think I need to go around.
listen. Hey.
Hey! Hey! So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day
No
here.
way. Can't
The
believe
government
that.
leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like
Really?
our new Director General Maurice Chassan, for example.
Blade sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not. Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
Yeah. That was a fun mission. Remember the mission where we ran around town for fucking 10 minutes? That was my favorite mission.
Honey, we're home.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam? Does it have anything
Commander
to do with our
Van
new
Dam?
arrival?
Commander Rob Van Dam.
He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment. What in the hell are we waiting for? As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone. Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
No.
Ms. Ku, how much do you know about life pods?
Life pods? You mean like from the white whale?
Yes, those life pods. Like the one Elma, a blade, rescued our friend here from. Emphasis on the word rescued. Because if you aren't released, you just sit there frozen in stasis. Forever.
So did you have an engineering question about life pods? Or is this all part of the guilt trip?
I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, what'll it be, friend?
Refuse.
Now, you wouldn't want to refuse the people who saved your life, would you, friend?
Yes.
You said no, you wouldn't refuse. Yes, right?
Double negatives. No.
You said no, you wouldn't refuse.
Shut up.
That's a yes,
God
right?
damn it. I was hoping to do some sort of Paper Mario where fucking game over.
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, he can start on your team.
I
He'll begin
don't
training
have a
immediately.
choice.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
Why even give me the
Alright.
choice?
Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments. Together, they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient path given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a Blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the East Gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
Oh my god, do
I'll
I
leave
actually
the
get to
details
play the
of
video
data probe
game?
Installation procedure to you, Elma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe.
Yay. Let me go. There. Oy. This game's controls are not very good. Okay, hold on. Where am I? There I am. Okay.
Man, am I glad we pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the West Gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigent activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must
Oy.
have gone out there and kicked some furry indigent butt, huh?
Suggest it was you and Elma. Suggest it was the arena and Gwen. Of course I'm gonna fucking boast.
Seriously? That was you? Cool.
I don't think so. Those Grexes we took down were fairly routine. Definitely not something they'd lock both gates over, at least.
Then I take my cool back. But wait a sec. You guys fought Grexes? The two of you?
Yeah, they were
that's still
super
pretty cool.
easy.
They've been hassling a lot of teams lately, especially how they hunt in packs and all.
let's not get too excited. Confidence can be good. Overconfidence can be fatal, especially when you're new.
Yeah, you're right.
But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with.
How
Let's
about
head
you?
out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the East Gate, shall we?
Okay. That is a gate. Whoa. Oh, I finally have a fucking map. Okay, cool. Thank God. I actually get to play the game now.
Hey,
This is big PSO2 New Genesis vibes, which I just recently played for the first time, and I gotta say, it's not amazing, and neither is this. I do like the art direction in this though, it's very cool. Let's go beat these things up for no reason.
Open fire! Follow me!
Shadow Strike! I've got you on fire!
Assault hammer!
Now, melee attacks!
Victory is ours!
Cool.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
We can do this!
Let's see what you've got.
Fire Carnival!
Assault hammer! Blast it! Before they get out!
What does that even do?
Flame grenade!
Now, melee attacks!
Miss.
Team never loses!
We got him. Let's move.
Oh shit. Hit the wrong button.
Assault hammer!
We can slay it!
Green Edge!
What does that do? I don't understand.
Side slash!
This team never loses!
We got him. Let's move.
I get a nice little Batman spotlight.
Watch how it's done!
They're off guard. Stack with the melee attack.
I'll send them for a loop!
Side slash!
Lay down some cover fire!
We're killing these things for no
Flame
reason.
grenade!
Early bird.
Now, close in and clean up!
Lay it!
Side slash!
It all comes down to teamwork.
I don't know why they even bother.
These things are so docile, I don't even know why I'm fighting them. Oh boy. That's pretty scary looking. Oh no. That thing is really cool looking though. Holy shit.
What the hell happened here? You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius? Unless... what?
This is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Senicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Senicula.
Think about it. Your typical Simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Senicula, right? Usually we find one Simius standing over 3 or 4 Senicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned.
The turns have been tabled.
Any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Senicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Senicula tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep, and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place.
We're gonna take that
Frontier
fucker
Nav's
out.
range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid.
Of course. Or fucking kill it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa there, rookie. We're talking about a tyrant here. Do you even understand what that means?
No, and I don't
I
care.
should probably explain.
No.
Tyrant is our term for any indigenous life form that falls outside of our usual threat ranking system. In other words, they're too powerful for us to even measure how dangerous they would be to take on.
And too powerful doesn't always just mean physically strong. If a creature has even a single especially nasty trait, it's classified as a tyrant.
Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they've come back at all.
So just the 3 of you can handle it.
Well, alright. I'm game if you are.
I'm game if you want.
Count me in, Elma. Let's do this. If we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. We can't just keep running forever, you know? Besides, I'd never forgive myself if someone else ended up getting hurt because we just left it here.
What if we
Alright,
walk around it?
let's do it. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
One sec. Gear and arts. Engaging a tyrant is no small task. It's important to equip your best gear before charging it. Okay, I don't care. I'll do it. But okay. What? Oh, motherfucker. How do I change my class? What's the difference? It's literally no difference. It can just upgrade further. I wonder. Is there a way I can upgrade my gear? No. Okay. Well. Alright. Shit, one sec. Might as well save first.
Almost there.
How is this even remotely fair?
Open fire. Follow me.
Target in sight! Shadow strike!
Eye on the backup.
Sight off balance!
Fire carnival!
Now, close in and clean up. Assault hammer.
Upward hand!
Lay into it.
Sliding slinger! That's the sense. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Ow.
Use an aura! Get control of the battle!
Hmm?
Bring it down. Leaking a
Sliding slinger!
Slam slow.
Eye on the backup.
Move in and do some damage. Upward
This
hand!
is not very engaging. Infuriating. Clicks taunt to draw the target's attack. This music, what is this?
Assault hammer.
Move in and keep the rhythm going. Scream edge!
Wow,
Strike!
that was really easy.
We are
I
awesome.
didn't even know what I was doing.
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run.
In the long
We all set?
run.
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
Okay, this. Okay, what is going on?
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
So this is like a fast travel
Excellent.
point?
See, at the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations, We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Oh, fun.
Strength comes from experience. That's true on any planet.
I am Lau, a Pathfinder. If we're gonna grow Frontier Nav, we need to install more data probes. To plant one, simply approach a vacant Frontier Nav probe site and press the A button. This requires your mechanical field to be up to snuff, so don't forget to level it up. Okay. Okay, cool. Can I get a mech now?
We can do this!
Let's see what you've got. They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
Thanks for the backup!
This'll stagger him. Fire carnival!
Okay!
Fire!
Destroyed. Move in and strike. Side slash. Use an aura. Get control of the battle.
This is really boring.
Great!
Okay. Oh. It's over here. Holy shit, dude.
Commander Vanden.
Well, now, look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
You got guts, kid. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna let whatever story cutscene is gonna play out then, and I think I'm gonna end the stream.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked him to become a blade, little miss stick in the rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are
Nope.
ya?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm not fucking asking for
Whoa
more
there, Itchy
info.
Trigger. I know you're just chafing at the bit to run out there and grab the world by its tail, but you need to choose a division.
God.
Once that's all hashed out, we can get into detail about what your first assignment's gonna be.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is
Boring.
we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akeloff and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen, this is their division. Interceptors have one main duty: protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the
Pull your
Harriers.
pants up.
Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigene that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable.
Dude, every single fucking
Also,
cutscene
the search for the
just
Lifehold. That's mostly
feels like
on the
it takes
Reclaimers.
forever.
Next,
Oh
Curators.
my god.
Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigents.
Next, All right, prospectors. Prospectors
Miners.
do, well, prospecting. They poke around looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role. Keeping things cool on the home front.
Fucking dumb.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join?
I think it's the curators.
Don't fret about it too much.
I want to see
Whichever
new
you
monsters.
choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
Yeah, decide.
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
Curators are charged. Well, I want to ride in a mech, dude. Hell yeah. Absolutely.
Then it's settled?
Yes.
All right. Thank God that's
Yeah.
over.
No
By
shit.
the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
I know you're gonna do
Cool,
great.
now do I have to do fucking paperwork or something? Like, this game is really boring
Now
the
for the
shit out
job.
of me right
Let's
now.
get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a Skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Search for Nelson's missing team in Southeast Primordia. Okay. Oh boy. You're officially a Blade now. Congrats. Becoming one of us grants you access to a variety of services, including the shop terminal, the AM terminal, Mission control more. Some services are still off limits at the moment, but I'll get back to you on those later. Ever wish you could zip straight back to a place you visited? Well, that's why we have flat. Okay, yeah, fast travel. Yeah, cool. Arms manufacturers and supporters on the sideline. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and save it, and I'm gonna call it a stream. I really hate to be rude. This game's kind of boring me to sleep right now. I'm likely gonna stream tomorrow, but I'm very likely not going to play this game. I want to play something a little more fun. That way I can be a little more lively on stream. But, yeah, I think that's it. Let's, find someone to raid. One sec. Ooh. I'm gonna send you over to Crystal. She's playing Bloodborne. Alright, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.